Melody. Lexi. Mia. David.
Here.
Genesis.
Here.
Aaliyah.
Here.
Haley.
Here.
Kayla.
Here.
Kennedy.
Here.
Talia.
Here.
Cadence.
Here.
Melanie. Kimberly. Breeza.
Here.
Logan.
Here.
Jalen.
Here.
Kelly.
Here.
Rosada.
Here.
Abby.
Here.
Harrison.
Here.
Jocelyn.
Here.
Samantha.
Here.
Amy.
Here.
Valeria.
Here.
Valeria, were you out sick yesterday? Okay. Making sure it wasn't a homeschool thing. Liberty. Cassandra. Amberly. Samantha. Adelie. Angie. Matalin. Priscilla. Saren. Dakota. Zyla. Gracie. And Edith. Okay. Alright, so your open book test. I will give back to you. You're going to be able to take it home. It will be due Friday by the end of class time. Okay? So, because it's got a ton of questions, we're not going to use any more class period to work on it. So, you will have Friday till the end of class. If that's an issue, get with me. I know Dover, that's going to be an issue. We'll talk about that. But anybody else, if that's an issue, get with me. Okay? Scrubs tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. Scrubs tomorrow. Tomorrow, everybody needs to come in, have a, I can't with that. Everybody needs to come in and have a pencil. I do have some back there if you absolutely have to have one. Everybody's gonna come in and take a math pre-test for me, okay? So you will take this test at the beginning of the unit, which we're starting, medical math. You will take it in the middle of the unit, and you will take it at the end of the unit, okay? So it lets me know where everybody's sitting coming into it, where you are in the middle, and where you are at the end. I'm not grading it for a grade tomorrow. It's just that you took the test. So you will get points for being here and taking it. That's it, okay? I do not expect you to pass the test tomorrow, okay? So do not stress that you are like, Miss T, I can't do it. I don't expect you to pass the test tomorrow. There are very few that can pass this test, okay? And that's just because they're like math brain people, all right? So you guys have your note cards. Study your note cards. You guys need to be studying your conversions, okay? They are posted on Blackboard, so those abbreviations and those conversions you guys need to be studying, okay? Definitely, all right? Because you're going to have to know them from now on, okay? Again, the test tomorrow is not for a grade. It is just for a assessment. It lets me know where everybody's sitting. It lets me know if you can do ratios. It lets me know if you can do fractions. It lets me know if you can do decimals, that kind of stuff, okay? It is conversions. It is a division, things like that, but it lets me know where you guys are sitting, okay? So it lets me know where I can start off on medical math, because each year, every group's completely different, okay? Some years I can start farther in, some years I have to back up and teach fractions or division, things like that, which is fine, okay? Every year is different, all right? So, ahead of time, don't freak out, okay? Any questions? Okay, scrubs tomorrow. I'm gonna give your open book test back at the end of class. Those are due by Friday at the end of class, okay? All right, so I want everybody to get your phone or a computer if you need it, and you're gonna go to Blooket. Where'd it go? Okay. This is just gonna be a quick review, just to get your brains thinking. Everybody see that okay? Okay, it should be 37 of you guys. If there are any of you that want to come down during storm tomorrow and let some of the seniors stick you for blood, I can give you a parental consent and you guys could get a homework pass. Okay, let me know and I will give you okay, time out. Let me know, I will give you a consent form for your parents to sign, and I will have to email, Mr. Mounts and give him your name. Yeah. Yeah, they have to get so many sticks before they can go into clinic, and after a while, sticking each other over and over, I mean, we need more people, so. Okay, who's not in? Okay. We should have one more person. Who said that? Come on, Zyla. Is it just not loaded? Okay. Alright, there you go. There's this many people on, it gets slow.
Priority 1 message from Starfleet coming in on a secure channel. Priority 1 message from Starfleet coming.
All right, 2 minutes. I have to say, you guys are a lot calmer than my third one. Camry gets overwhelmed. I just need to swap. 1 minute. Homework pass to the winner.
Why did you say that now? Someone just saw it with 0. Who did that? Bro.
Melanie.
No. Oh.
Oh no, you took from Melanie. Jalen took from you. 30 seconds. Edith's in the lead. Up. Cassandra. Harrison. 15 seconds. Cadence is in the lead. Harrison.
No, please.
5. July. Up. Did you pull it out? No. Abby! Good job. Okay. All right. Good job. Okay. So. Push. Okay. So. You guys remember that that is all loaded under, that you guys can look at that online, okay? So don't forget that. Use those Quizlets. If you ever think you forget, you can always look at my Quizlet. Aaron got creative last fall, covering stuff. So, he hung that upside down. I'm not sure how he did that. If you're ever looking at Quizlets, be very careful when you're looking up Quizlets because you want to make sure that it's an instructor, it's not another student that's making them. Unless you're like, Harrison's like, hey, I made a Quizlet for this test and he's wanting to share it. If you know it's somebody here in the class, otherwise be careful. But if you look me up, it is J. Thompson, 57, ATCC. That is my name on Quizlets, okay? So if you put that in there, that's gonna bring you up all my Quizlets, okay? I have everything on there from A&P to pharmacology, CNA, phlebotomy. I have history stuff on there for my daughter. I have HVAC stuff on there for them. So there's a billion different things on there. But if you get stuck and can't find it on Blackboard, you can message me, but you can also just type that in too, okay? All right, couple things to go over real quick. So we talked about there's 3 different measurement systems you're gonna use, right? You have the household, apothecary, and metric, okay? Household is the most common that you see, okay? But is the least accurate, all right? How many of you are always like, okay, I've been coughing, I'm gonna get the cough syrup and I'm gonna make sure I don't cough anymore tonight, right? I need a good night's sleep. So you pour that on there and you're making sure that that spoon is like well rounded. Or you just take a good old sip out of the bottle. How many of y'all take a sip out of the bottle? You lie.
That's not normal, girl.
You
It's
lie.
like butt.
You guys lie. I know you lie. I can tell by the looks on your faces. Okay? So, seriously, how many of y'all like make sure that the bottles or that spoon's a little rounded, right? Okay? So then there's people like Hayden's here who said that stuff tastes like what?
Butt.
There you go. Says that it tastes like butt. So she's gonna be like pouring it on there, not even making sure the spoon's full, right? She's gonna take the least amount. Okay? So here's the thing. With the household amount, how many of y'all have been to the fancy restaurant and there's like 3 different size forks there? You've got your salad fork, you have like your shrimp fork, and then you have your regular dinner fork. Or you have, how many of y'all actually have had like a true teaspoon, like a tea, like iced tea spoon? You know what I'm talking about? Logan, you know what I'm talking about? It's a long spoon, okay? It's really long, and that's your iced tea spoon to stir your tea, okay? Or you have a serving spoon, or you have a fruit spoon or something. There's different size spoons, okay? So household is not always accurate. Or how many of y'all like to cook? How many of y'all are cooking? I know you do. You like to eat. Your dad's the one that cooks. He can cook too. He's brought food up here. Okay, so many of you like to cook, right? He can grill. His dad can grill. He would bring stuff up here. When he worked up here the last few years. So if you're cooking and you go and you reach and you try to find the teaspoon or the tablespoon or the fourth a cup, and you're digging through the drawer and you think you've got it, but it's that one measuring spoon that it's rubbed off, and you're like, okay, the measurement, the white writing has rubbed off, and you're like, I think that's the fourth a cup. Is that the fourth a cup or is that the half a cup? And you're not real sure, okay? People do that all the time, all right? It happens. You watch them, that happens. So how accurate are people with these measurements? Okay? Or they're like, this looks close enough. I think it's this amount. I'm just going to take it, okay? A lot of people, your antibiotics that you get that little white cup that sits on top that you're supposed to measure, and it says, this is a fourth a cup, or this is an ounce, or this is 30 mils, okay? And you use it for like 3 times, and then it gets kind of icky, and you're like, oh, then I'm just gonna throw it away, and I'll just use whatever. How many of y'all have done that? I know we have in my house. Or the kid, one of your kids, well, not one of your kids, but one of my kids will be like, oh, that's gross, and they just accidentally toss it away, and you're like, great. So things like that happen, okay? So household is very common, but it's the least accurate, okay? Apothecary. We use the fluid ounces all the time. Apothecary is the oldest system, okay? So think back to chapter 1 when you did the timeline. What were the old pharmacies called? Apothecaries, okay? So this was the original name for pharmacy, apothecaries. Grain is one that you will see. There's not a lot of medicines that use grain, but there are some out there that do, okay? Metric, that is what you will see the most, okay? Just in the fact that it is the most reliable, okay? So in medicine, that's the one you're going to see the most, all right? So here's the thing. You have to be able to switch between all of these. So I may say 1 cup equals 8 ounces, which equals 240 mils, okay? So 2 tablespoons equals 1 ounce, which equals 30 mils, okay? How many teaspoons are in 15 mils? 3. 1 teaspoon equals 5 mils. So 1 tablespoon is going to equal 3 teaspoons. Okay? If I have 60 mils, how many tablespoons is that? 60 mils is how many tablespoons?
4. That's just the. Oh,
2 tablespoons.
Right, the top.
Oh,
one says
4, sorry,
tablespoon.
60,
Yeah, 4.
sorry,
Okay.
I'm out of it, okay. Yeah, sorry, oh, it's been a long day already. We've had tours, then we
Yeah.
had this, we had tours first, 2 tours first block, I had this going, and then I had seniors down here drawing blood at the same time, so, oh. And then we still have tours. So, okay, metric volumes, okay? Liter is 1,000 mils, okay? 1 mil equals 1 cc, all right? So 1 cubic centimeter equals 1 mil. It's a 1-to-1 conversion, all right? So if I say I need 5 cc's of this medicine, that means I need 5 mils of that medicine, okay? 1 milligram equals 1,000 micrograms, okay? So 1,000 micrograms equals 1 milligram. 1,000 milligrams equals 1 gram. 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. So it's based on what? 1,000, okay? So you have to be able to shift between any one of these. Girls, we always want our weight done in kilograms because we weigh less in kilograms, okay? Your weights will always be done in kilograms, always. Weight-based medications are always in kilograms. But here's the thing, pounds is what they're gonna give you because they expect you to change that weight to kilograms. So if you have pounds, you divide it by 2.2. Gives you a smaller number, okay? If you have kilograms, you multiply it by 2.2, gives you a bigger number. Inch to centimeters, we don't really use it a whole lot. The only time that you may use this is if we give medications like Nitrostat. It comes in a paste, a cream paste, and what you do is you have a real thin piece of paper, and the doctor may say, I need 1 inch or so many centimeters of this, and you put it on that thin piece of paper, and you put it right here above the heart, and you put it paste down on that paper, and you tape it down, and it goes through transdermal in through the skin, and it's for chest pain, angina, okay? So not one we see as much, all right? Now, we never round until we get to our final answer, ever. So if you're working through, you do not round until the final answer. You round to the 10th or the 1000th. If it's in 5, if it ends in 5, you round up. If it's 4 or less, you can round down. So 4.66 equals 4.7. 4.238 is 4.24. So think of it. If you have a grade that's a 79.5, you want me to round that up to a what? An 80, right? You want that B, right? Okay, a 0 should always lead, never follow. So you want 0.4, not 4.0, because somebody may not see that 0 and they may give 40 instead of 4. Never have a following 0, okay? Capsules and IV drips always round to the nearest whole number. We cannot give a half of a drip, okay? Drips are just that, a single drop, okay? So when you have in your hospital and you have that IV, 1 drop, I can't half that, okay? I can't half a capsule. A tablet that's scored, I can half. A capsule, I cannot. Does that make sense to everybody? Mm-hmm. Any questions on that? Okay. All right. What I want you to do is we are going to go out in the hall. You know what? I swear this room probably has the most hair everywhere. My seniors come in and they're like, Miss T, there's hair in this chair. And I'm like, well, yeah. There's only been 100 other students in here with long hair today. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to go out in the hall, and we're going to start at the beginning by my door, and you are going to start, and you are going to say January birthdays, and then go all the way down to December birthdays. Okay?
Like 5 days.
By date, yes.
Oh, so
January 1st all the way to December 31st. My
they
birthday.
still will be together.
Yeah. And I had Thank you. Thank you. Actually, it turned out good. Matching. It actually turned out
I woke up to the shower.
January 4th. Okay, January 4th. February, March, April 4th, April 2nd, April 12th, April 23rd.
Stop.
What are you?
Yeah, that's right there.
It doesn't mean you'll be still together. Okay. What are you?
April 23rd. May 12th.
May 12th. May 19th. May what? October. We switched from May to October. Okay, what are you then?
Oh, then
June?
wait, what?
Okay. What are you? Okay. What are you? October? Scoot back, guys. Okay, what are you? June 20th. What are you? October 6th, October 6th, 17th, October 21st, October 12th. Where do you fit in there? Okay, so where's July? July? There's no July. June 16th. Find out where y'all belong. Come on, find out where you belong. What's your birthday? Okay, May's in here. What are you?
September.
September? Where's September? Do we even have September?
Or not.
What are you? May? 19th? 20th? Are you just like, y'all scoot down? You're like, alright, scoot down. Where are you? Lexi, where are you supposed to be? Okay, alright, scoot down. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Alright, how many do we have?
June 3rd.
I heard.
Seven fives.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll have to do.
Five, so you're a group of ones, so go in and find you a table. Your group, go find you a table. Your group, go find a table. That's low. Your group, go find a table. Your group.
That's cool.
Hello. Hang on, wait. Hey, David.
Yes.
Come on back. Okay. I'm gonna put you with them. Your group, go find a table, and your group, go find a table. Okay, everybody find a table. You don't have to move your bags and stuff, just find a table, get together. Okay, need to put the computers, phones up. Clear your tables, because you need stuff. Okay, I need one person from your group to come up to the table. Just one person. You need to get a piece of one of the worksheets. Y'all listen to me. One of the worksheets, a calculator, a teaspoon, a tablespoon, and one of the big cups.
Oh no, someone I don't even remember what all.
A piece of paper, a calculator, a teaspoon, a tablespoon, and one of the big measuring cups. There may already be stuff at your table. If you may already have,
Don't we?
you may already have a teaspoon, a tablespoon, and you may just have to get the,
All this.
yeah, you may already have some of it at your desk.
The big one?
No, you've got one. You may already have some at your desk. Check with your team.
No.
Okay. So you need one, and one.
That's all.
You don't have anything at your desk? You need a calculator. Okay. All right. M&M's or Skittles? Are they in a bag? Oh my God. Oh, you got the gummies. You didn't get regular Nerds.
That was all they had.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, that's all they had.
Yeah, no, they do, but. Oh, that
I was
messes-
expecting nerds to be nerds. I'm sorry, that's my bad.
Oh, that messes it up. Where are you going? Huh? If you guys need to, take that table that way just a little bit. Yeah, that's not right.
Let me see if I can find some sugar or something in culinary.
No. I'm pushing, that's not opening. Okay. Skittles or M&M's? Skittles M&M's. This is my last box. members on there. Skittle M&M's. Your team. Alright, here, you guys come get it. Back group. Skittles M&M's. Alright, somebody come get your plate. David, your group. Skittles, M&M's. Skittles? Alright, somebody come get your plate. Harrison, your group. Skittle, M&M's. What do you guys want?
Skittles.
Okay. Whoa! That's one way to do it. Amber, look at your group. What do y'all want?
Well, I want Skittles, but
Okay. That helps you out. Okay, does each group have a plate? Yes? Okay. Thought I bought enough, but I didn't. Hang on.
you guys.
I got it. The wheelchair taking me out. She cleaned and vacuumed my floors yesterday. Can you imagine what it's gonna be like? Okay. Okay. Everybody's got a big cup and teaspoon, tablespoon? Okay. So, what you're gonna do Okay, so these are actual little measuring cups. So these are like what would be on top of your antibiotic bottle, okay? So what you're going to do is actually measure out. I think I've got a nerd in my shoe. I got a nerd in my shoe. Okay. Yep. Nerd in my shoe. Okay, so what you're going to do is actually use your handy to measure out your different amounts. So, for example, if you have a teaspoon, you are going to measure out a teaspoon of nerds. Or M&Ms or whatever, okay? I want you to see what an actual teaspoon looks like, okay? The whole idea is that you see what a teaspoon looks like, what a tablespoon looks like, what a cup looks like, okay? That way, when we actually get into doing dosages, if something says, when something says, hey, you have to drink 5 ounces, which would be how much? 5 ounces would be 150 mils. You have to drink 5 ounces of this medication, you're going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. Do I really have to drink 5 ounces of this? Okay? So the first thing you're going to do is check your math. Did I do my math right? Second thing you're going to do is check your order. Was it written right? And if that's really what your order says, and you know that that's way too much of that medication, then you're going to call the doctor and say, hey, wait a minute. Did you write this right? Is this really what you meant to write? Okay? But I want you to see and visualize what the true amounts should be, okay? So, you guys are going to go through and figure out how much things should be, okay? I'm going to come around with some Diet Dr. Thunder that you can pour into the little measure cups so you can actually see how much a true ounce is, half an ounce, things like that, okay? Any questions? All right, so go ahead and work in your groups, and I want you to actually measure things out, okay? And I'll bring this around for you.
That was a whole lot cheaper than juice.
If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm going to circulate around.
I'm done talking. Good luck.
So everybody work on it together. I know they're bigger groups.
Exactly, that's my thought. So stop staring at me like
It's probably just easier to do this.
So 1 ounce equals how much? Yeah, because you can pour candy into that if you want.
okay.
So how much does 1 ounce equal?
Girl,
How
that's
many
what we're
mils?
trying to figure out right now.
You wrote it on your conversion sheet. 1 ounce equals how much? Without using y'all's cards. 30 mils. So 1 ounce equals how many mils? 1 ounce equals how many mils? Your first question. No, I'm just saying, to get you started. 1 ounce equals how many mils?
1 ounce equals 30 mils.
1 ounce.
Which equals 2 tablespoons. Which you started.
They all just think you have to cut for fun.
So get you started. So 1 ounce equals 30 mils, which equals 2 tablespoons to get you started. So 1 tablespoon, 30 mils, which equals 2 tablespoons.
Is this supposed to be our ounces? Whoa. Is this supposed to be our ounces?
Did you read this? Just
Yeah.
for extra.
Just
Did
for-
you read
okay.
this? So 30 mils. So 1 ounce equals how much? 30 mils. So if this equals 30 mils, how much is in here? This equals 1 ounce. Ah. So 1 ounce equals
So we can just dump all the here.
30 mils. Which equals how many tablespoons? 2. So we get you started. 1 ounce equals 30 mils, which equals 2 tablespoons. So 1 tablespoon would equal how many mils? 5? No. 1, okay, sorry. 30 mils, 1 ounce equals 30 mils, which equals 2 tablespoons. Okay, 1 tablespoon would equal how?
So how do you know how many of
How many mils? 1 tablespoon would equal half of that. What's half of 30? 15. Yeah, the first one? 1 ounce equals how much?
30 mils.
30 mils, which would equal 2 tablespoons. So 1 tablespoon would equal how much?
15 mils.
15 mils, so work with that. So 1 cup is how much? 30, so that is 1 ounce.
We're talking about this.
Okay, so 1 ounce equals how much?
30 mils.
Okay, which equals how much?
2 tablespoons.
Okay,
Is that right?
so how much is your little white cup?
It's 2 tablespoons.
So it's, is it, how much, how many mils is it?
Oh, 30.
30, so it's 1 ounce or 2 ounces?
1.
1 ounce,
1 ounce.
okay? So if you know that that's 1 ounce, how many teaspoons is in there?
1.
How many teaspoons is it gonna take to fill that?
2.
Like 5.
You're recording.
6.
Okay.
High five.
You may have just
Yeah.
spelled it.
I got that right.
Good job.
Okay. I've been showing the paper. Smile.
She looks small.
I know you want to take a 0.5.
Do
You don't really
what?
know what that is.
Do you know what a 0.5 is?
No.
It's like where you hold the phone and you
I
like,
just hate six.
yeah,
It makes you makes you look big, you know?
Oh.
it'll be perfect for like. Wait, that's a 0.5.
Yeah, it's, that was like,
You know me. Okay.
but I mean, I
I
can
think
go.
you should take one of us too while she sleeps.
Yeah.
No, I do not have a death certificate. It's called signing my death certificate. No.
Sleeping in the couch.
Yes.
For real. Wait, what are we doing? We're supposed to be working still.
It's tickling the heck out of
This is a cool table.
The cool table.
Kids are allowed over here.
The awesome
Right,
table.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe I grabbed. can't believe I
We're
bought
called the
the
dips.
Gummy Nerds.
They're better than regular nerds.
The dips.
Are
We're
they
called
really?
the cheese dips.
Okay, let's fill up our big cup. 1, 3.
Wait,
We're different sizes.
We start.
Oh yeah.
Well, now,
It's gonna be like 60 spoons.
now look
No,
at
actually-
something.
15.
There's probably a way more productive way to do this than what I'm doing, but
Wait, it would be easier if we do the.
yeah, do the big one and then we'll convert it down to the little one.
Yeah.
Okay, do that.
Oh my gosh.
Show y'all something. Show
Yeah.
you something real quick. Look at your spoon.
Yeah, that's what I
Wait.
saw.
You can cheat. Right? So
Oh,
this
okay.
is twice of that.
So
Yeah.
it takes 2 of these to fill this one?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think. Don't quote me on it. But it
Okay,
should be
yeah,
on your
that's
paper.
what I saw. Because it's bigger and, I mean, I saw
Oh
the
yeah, you're right. 'cause
And a
it-
lot of them will have that little conversion for you.
Okay.
3, 4.
Because what happens if you get something and it's not in a multiple of 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta make, and you gotta half it.
Okay.
So then-
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. That's when I show you the, I call it cheat, but it's applying it.
Oh. 11.
Not productive.
It works, man. Do what you gotta do to accomplish your mission.
13.
We are. Oh.
When you guys are using one of these, you have to have it eye level. You can't be below it or above it, because then you're not gonna read it right. So put it on the counter and look at it eye level, okay?
For 1 cup,
How many did it take?
it's 15 tablespoons. For 1 cup. This is a lot of diabetes in here.
DKA in a cup.
That's what we're called the cheese dip.
Ounces are always fluids. Ounces are fluids.
Ask them what they call that cup.
What's your cup?
What'd you just say it was?
A what?
Diabetic cup?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she said diabetes in a
Free
cup.
diabetes.
It is, 100%.
I'm gladly gonna enjoy this cup though.
Wait, I guess we gotta finish it.
So, 1 cup equals 240 mils. Okay?
Yeah.
So, how many mils equals
But
1
don't
tablespoon?
forget, when you do your cup, you want it smooth on the top as best you
So,
can. And I mean,
240 divided by 2.
doing M&Ms in a cup is not going to be smooth, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bumpy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when you're mixing everything like that, it's going to be, you know, like you said, lumpy.
Okay.
90.
90.
90.
I have 100 math and I can't do simple math right now.
So,
Hey,
3 of these. Alrighty.
This is,
Okay, you've completed it.
We can eat it.
yeah, we're going to.
Okay, okay, completed. Okay.
Wait,
1 cup is 8 ounces.
I meant to. I
Yeah,
meant to.
1 cup is 8 ounces, so what's 8 times 30? That's gonna be 240.
wait. No, buddy.
Yeah, right. It's just like, and then the workers were like, I think one of them was on the screen or something, like dancing all around, singing. I was like,
240.
I'm like, okay. But yeah.
It's probably easy to lose track of.
Well, and then I was like, I had to hunt for some of the stuff. Because it's like people dig through stuff, and then it's like, okay.
Things get misplaced. So
Yeah.
the workers don't want that.
Yeah, and my youngest wanted a candle, like a true candlestick. And I'm like, something about timing and doing her homework, and I have no idea what that has to do with anything. I think she just, I don't know. You know, it's one of those things that you're just like, I'm not even going to ask at this point.
is that why she was sitting out in the garage with that candlestick last night?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, you know, it used used to be that that's how people would, that was their alarm clock, because they would set it, because they knew how long a candle would burn, and they would put nails in it, and that would, they would hear it hit the plate, and that would be their alarm clock. I'm like, man, I would sleep through that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I have like 3 alarms. He's up.
I have
I'm
like
like,
6 alarms on 2 devices.
yeah,
Sticking
like,
away.
I'm like,
You're like her.
yeah, I'm like, snooze.
Yeah.
And
And I
then-
don't even remember snoozing it. It just it happened.
Yeah, I'm like, if my life depended on a nail hitting a little iron plate, I would be. It would not happen. Yeah, can you imagine just a little thing? Would you wake up to that? Yeah, would you? You would? You're a morning person? Are you a morning person? No. Your sister's not a morning person either.
I stay up too late to be a morning person.
I'm not a morning person. I didn't go to sleep till way after midnight. I was like working on my schoolwork, and then I was like, I can't sleep. So, all right. So if you guys are good, then you guys can eat your food. And then we're gonna tie up here in just a second. Okay, guys. So, how we doing?
He's in the cup.
How do y'all feel? Is it better where you can kind of see what an amount, like what a teaspoon would be, what a tablespoon should be, what an ounce should be? Does that make it feel a little bit better? What a cup should be?
Do what?
That was a deep zoom, like.
Oh, yeah. Well, I zoomed in and zoomed out on her. Right, she was, yeah, so I caught her.
Make sure you have all your team members on your list.
I know she wants to.
It's a,
It's 11:41. They didn't fall for it.
Okay.
Let me see the paper and make sure they got it all right.
Listen to me. Okay, what I want you to do at this point is, one, you can pour your candy in a cup, you can divide it however you want, you can eat your candy. I don't care. You can eat your candy. Two, I want one person to bring me the measuring cups
So,
and your paper.
minus
So one person brings your measuring cups and your paper.
Go break the
Just
news
the
for me.
measuring cups. I don't want the other cups. Listen to me. I don't want the cups or the little white cups. Those can be trashed. And the plate can be trashed. I just need the measuring cups and the measuring spoon. And your paper. Over here in my...
no, girl.
So please put your measuring cups and your measuring spoons in the sink, please.
do you want me to keep recording? Or?
Did you find them? There's a bunch in there. If you need a cup so you can sort out your candy, you can do that. They're in here. You can use either those white styrofoam or whatever. Okay. I have an exit slip that I want you guys to fill out. It's not that I'm like, oh, I'm great, whatever. I want to just kind of know how you're feeling. I need to study my conversions. I need to maybe do the Quizlets a little bit more. How you're feeling about maybe going into this unit, things like that, okay? Just give me an idea. You're like, hey, this is gonna be kind of cool. Nope, I'm not a math person. Thumbs up, please. So just put your names on these. Yep, I can't get my fingers to work. Of course you can't. But you can do pencil or pen. I don't care. There's some right behind you. So
if you look at these, hey, if you look at these, it has little sayings all the way around it, so you can circle which one you're feeling. Okay, what are you wearing tomorrow? Scrubs. Scrubs. Some of you have yet to wear scrubs. You need to wear scrubs. Here, I'm just giving you a stack. Take one and just pass them all down. I was gonna say, just pass the black ones on down to them. Okay, you can just leave them on your table. I'll pick them up. Genesis, where you at? Angie. Kelly, where you at? Up here. Genesis. Okay, I still have some. I've got a stack of those, so they're probably in here. No, like it, okay. Kennedy.
I just forget because if I just pray that I did good on the test. I understand her.
Jess, in the back. She's trying to get your attention. Oh.
Just whenever you can sit them right there with this other paper. It's right. There's more right there.
Oh, I was looking down to me. There's so many.
Lindsay. Kayla.
Okay, hey guys, take it down.
Hey, Priscilla, you want candy?
If you're dressing,
You're on a healthy diet.
if you're dressing up tomorrow, that's fine, but you actually have to be dressing up. Eat it. Abby. Jocelyn. Okay. Talia. Adelaide. Melody. Teresa.
Yeah,
Amberly.
yeah, go ahead.
Rosetta. Amy. Melanie. Just leave them on the table, I'll grab them. Okay, listen to me, listen up. Scrubs tomorrow. You have the practice test tomorrow. Make sure you have a pencil. Open book test is due Friday by the end of class. Make sure you're working on it. You guys need a good grade on it. There's a reason it's an open book test. You understand? Okay, please clean up your candy. Did this help you guys? Yeah. Okay, thumbs up? Alright, you guys have a good day.
You have a fantastic day too.